Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Girls Girl Fellowship with your favorite Catherine. Hey, okay, I'm really excited to do this one. It's been a long time coming. I've been holding back on doing it, but it is time because guess what today is? Today is our 1 year anniversary. Everybody say happy anniversary. Thank you. Girls Fellowship is turning 1 today. It's been just an amazing journey. We got to celebrate yesterday with our in-person girls, and I just get so emotional. Just the thought that we gotten this far and that we are where we are today. And I just love the girls that are a part of it, not just in person that I get to just share in person with, but all of our Zoom girls and even all of you through social media, through our YouTube channel. If you're listening to us through a podcast, like I am just so glad that you are here. You're a part of it. So I want to wish you a happy first year because you deserve it. This is not about me. This is all about us. And this year has been just amazing. And so we definitely want to give a huge shout out to my number one, which is God. Thank you, because if it wasn't for him, then I shouldn't, and I wouldn't be here without him. So it's just been such a beautiful journey. And I just want to say that when you say yes to God, all things come possible, and visions and dreams, they come reality, and they come even bigger than you could have imagined, even bigger than the way that you that the spirit even told you. Because I think that when like the spirit tells you, God tells you something, he puts his vision in you. And I think as humans, we have to like visually see it. We have to like be able to touch it. I'm like that. I'm a visual person. I have to see it. I have to be able to touch it. And so just being able to just see from like going from a yes to a vision to a call to the reality and being able to truly see it, it's just been so amazing. It's such an honor. And I want to go ahead and give a huge shout out to all of our girls uh, who are a part of this episode, because if it wasn't for them, then we couldn't be here. But I've been holding on to doing this for the longest, y'all. I think for like a whole month now. Um, but today's the day, and it's a good day to do this because it is on the same day of our anniversary. And so this is so amazing that these girls, they end up sending us a few questions. We end up asking them to be a part of this episode, and we wanted them to share a little bit of their questions, share a little bit of like what they would want to know, girls, or me personally. And so today we're gonna do a Q&A. So you're gonna get to know a little bit more of girls. You get to know a little bit more about me and about God, because we can't forget. And so it is all in our little chat. So we made a little separate tab for all these questions. So I had asked them, I was like, I'm planning a YouTube video, a Q&A just for us, and I really wanted to be led by you. If there's anything you've ever wanted to ask me as a leader about faith, life, leadership, ministry, spiritual growth, balance, or even my personal walk with God, I love to hear it. Nothing is off limits, okay? Um, and so let's get started. I'm so nervous, y'all. Um, Mercedes says, "Oh goodness, this is a good one. Not sure if everyone knows your testimony. What is your testimony that led you to fully surrender and follow Christ?" Oh, that's a big one. I don't want to say too much because that's definitely for like a whole other big episode. That has to be like its own episode, you know, like it has to be all dramatic. Like we gotta go, no. But I will say that what truly led me to fully surrender and follow Christ was uh, finding out that I was pregnant. I was 5 weeks pregnant. I was immediately, and I knew it. I was a single mom. From that moment, I knew that I was going to be a single mom. And I remember for 3 nights, I remember that first night, which was a Friday night, I remember just praying to God. And I was just crying in my room. And I had not told anyone at home, like my parents, no one knew besides like certain people that till now they're not my friends anymore. But then they were my friends. And so I was able to trust in them and to tell this good news. And I remember just praying to God, and I was like, forgive me, because I was like on my way to getting to know you, and I left. I was still 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's what I would describe it as. I was a foot in, I was a foot out. I was still doing things that I wasn't supposed to. And obviously, sleeping with this person was one of them, one of my sins. Um, but I just remember just praying because I was turning 30 in 20 days. So I found out I was 5 weeks pregnant, 20 days before my birthday. And I just remember just telling God, like, okay, I know that I didn't do things the right way, but if you allowed me, because I have a illness, and so they had already told me like it was going to be really hard for me to even conceive or even be able to carry on a full pregnancy. And so I remember just, that was really the first thing I prayed. I was like, God, if you truly, like, if you let me conceive, you let me not just conceive, but you let me like have like a full 9 months of pregnancy, like um a healthy, good, like I would like give up my whole life to, like, I'll surrender my whole life to you. Um and I remember just crying and just like, just saying like, I'll give my whole life to you. I surrender it all to you, God. Like I will follow you, like wherever you take me, wherever you tell me, like I will do it. Like as long as you let this baby live inside of me. Like I want to be able to like carry it, hold it, embrace it, and be a mom. Um and so that was it. That was 2 years ago. That was December 1st of 2023 when I truly surrendered and gave up my whole life to Christ. And then it's a bit longer, so that's just a short version. One day I'll definitely share a full testimony, my full testimony. And then her next question was, do you ever feel uh, unde- undeserving of your blessings? Yes, all the time. I do. I'm always like, God, like, um, why me? Why did you pick me? Like there was like more equipped women. There's women that are ready to serve you, to be with you, to lead other women. And God was like, because you can, and I believe in you, and I know that you're gonna not just do a good job at leading, but you're gonna go beyond. And I truly, honestly, when I see women come to our groups, join Zoom, watch us on our social media, YouTube, wherever you see us on the internet, I honestly, I just say thank you. Like when I get a new follower, like when we get somebody new to follow our page, I'm just like, God, that's all you. Like, thank you. Like that's usually, like, honestly, that's my prayer all the time. Like God, just one person. Like today, like let's just reach one person. Like I don't want a million. I don't need 1,000 likes. I just want one. Like God, like who needs this message today? And so, yeah, I definitely feel like um, God has truly just used me and blessed me in so many ways that I could never imagine myself ever being here right now with all of y'all. I could never, I did not see this coming. You know, for me, when I became a mom, that was like the biggest blessing. That was like everything. Like I was like, God, like that's all I need. That's all I need. But, I think we were talking about it yesterday in our fellowship time, and it's just like when you ask, God knows your heart, and it's like you're his spoiled kids. And so he wants to give you even more. Whenever you truly believe in him, you have faith in him, and you trust him, and you let him take you to all the places that he has for you, and you allow him to just spoil you. Man, you'll be so surprised with all the things that God will give you, like God will do for you, like the things that you will see in your life. Um, and so, yeah. Let's see. Next. How can I help you with your ministry? Mercedes, you already do a lot, girl. I love you, and I'm just so grateful because I don't always have to like ask you more than once for help when I do need it. You're always so willing to say yes, and I think that that is exactly what God wants. God wants people who are not going to second guess it. They're not going to like, what is that word? Fleek. When you say yes, but then you back out of it. Like when you say yes to me, you say yes, and you do what is being asked. You help in the areas that, um, I need help in, we need help in, girls needs. And so I love how willing and how available you are. And I just honor you for that. I honor your friendship, honor you as a sister. I honor you just in this group that you're just so willing. And so thank you. Um, what is something that God has done for you in the um, first couple days of the year that you can share in praise with gratitude? Well, I would say to be able to see a full year of Girls, to be able to see how much we've grown, to be able to see how much we've touched lives, hearts, to just see some of y'all keep coming back. That's just amazing because for me, I thought it was like a temporary thing, and we're hitting a year and God is already doing so many things. Like we started YouTube. We have so many other things that we have, planned for this year. And I just love it. I just love how we're growing together, not just like me personally, but like as a whole. So yeah, I'm really grateful for that. Just the way that God is using all of us, but definitely using me and showing me and allowing me to give back all that He has given me this year. And now I get to just pour it out there for anyone to just grab and just know and receive that, like, man, God is so good and God is real. And I just love that feeling. I just love the feeling of getting to know someone new, to come so dry and then come here to Girls and get filled with, like, not just like the Holy Spirit, like they were like thirsty and now like they're blooming. Like, it's just so beautiful. It's just been such an honor. And so I'm really grateful for that. And then here we go to the next one. Lastly says, have you ever felt distant from God and how did you come back? Um, Honestly, I think the last time I felt like that was probably last year around this time, like the first 3 months of like building and creating, and actually being able to see God's vision come to reality was like the hardest time. And I was just like ready to give up. Like, I was like so done. I was like, God, this is not working. Like, um, I just like have so many people who don't believe in it, don't see my vision. Like, they don't see your vision, not my vision, but yours. Like, and like, are you sure? Maybe like I didn't hear you right. Like, like I was just really questioning and I really wanted to just give up. And I remember like, ah, man, God just saying like, no, no, they just don't know. Like, they don't understand you. They just don't know what you're doing. But you know, I'm gonna put people who are gonna get it, and not everybody. And so you're gonna go through this season of like, you're gonna lose a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna come against you. A lot of people are not gonna believe you. A lot of people are not going to trust you. They're not gonna want to hear you. They're not gonna want to see you. You're gonna get a lot of hate. You're gonna get a lot of jealousy. um and I was so afraid of that. I was so afraid of that. And God said, but I stand with you. And so um, I always go back whenever like I feel like I'm gonna walk into that, like that season, like I don't hear him. I always get that memory. Like, I always remember um last year. And I'm like, if I got that there, I've gotten that far, then I will wait, and I will wait faithfully, and I will believe that God will get me to the next year. So, yeah. What helps you stay patient and hopeful? I think that it comes with faith. It comes with believing that if God did that, and if God took me out of that dark place and brought me here, and when I see all of you, I see new girls come and join us in person or even on Zoom or on social media. When I see that, I'm just like, wow, like, God, like, like, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's working. Like, whatever you're doing in me is working. And and so that really helps me be more hopeful to see what he has for me in the next 3 months, in the next year. And so honestly, like, and I just take that like with everything, like even in my personal life, like I deal with my health. And I could truly tell you, like, I stay very, very faithful to God. Like, do I struggle? Yes. Do I cry? Yes. Do I sometimes complain, like, God, why me? Yes. But then I'm really quickly reminded, like, God, like, you've done so much more. Like, it could be so much worse. Um, and I'm still here. I get to like just wake up and see my baby. I get to see my daughter, and that gives me hope. That's like my hope. I can truly tell you, like, God gave me my baby not just to show me he was real, but to show me how faithful and how much strength I truly have within me when I allow him to just pour into me, she gives me a reason. Like, it's just like those things that God just gives you something to like have hope for, like have faith for, and to keep going. And that's definitely like my daughter is like a tool, like a spiritual tool. Like the more that I pray, the more that I see my daughter love and praise and worship God. And so when I see that, like my baby is in a season right now, like she's learning to pray. And so she'll just like randomly start praying, and she'll close her eyes and she'll start and she'll be like, Amen, amen. And I'm just like, man, thank you, Father, because uh, that's all you know, and that keeps me like on fire to want to continue to grow with God, to want to continue to search for Him and learn from Him so I can continue to pour onto my daughter, but I get to also pour onto other women in person or even on social media. And so that's what keeps me really hopeful, is just being able to trust Him and have faith in Him, and wait patiently, because His plans are perfect. Sometimes I want things sooner than he has planned for me, but I trust Him. And I think that's the main thing, that like if you have no trust um in God, then there's no faith. Like, and then you truly like, you lose yourself. You lose yourself without faith. So I'll leave it there. um, how do you avoid burnout while serving others? Ooh, I honestly just have to take my days off. I have to truly take my day off and rebuild myself, put some energy, put some fuel on myself, spend more time with Him, because it does it. I think that anyone who's in ministry, leadership ministry, if you don't take the time to like rest and turn off social media, turn off the internet, turn off the chat, um turn off like that creative mind for like a day, for a few hours, like you're gonna burn out really quick, really, really quick. And I can truly say that like we've taken as leadership, we've actually decided like Sundays are a Sabbath. Like you have to have a Sabbath day. And I learned this from um another podcast channel that I was listening to, is like The Chosen Kids. It's also like they have like a little YouTube channel for kids, and they take a Sabbath. And she was saying like we own so many different businesses and we're always busy. Like all 6 days we're busy, and we're parents too. And so we have our own personal life, right? And so I love pouring onto my girls. I love it. I love pouring into social media and being able to just reach people all the time, every day. But I honestly, me taking Sunday off and still chat with the girls here and there, but like I don't think of work, I don't think of creating, I don't think of like what is tomorrow. Like I just worry about me resting, enjoying Sunday. I'm already busy on Sundays. Um and so just enjoying life and just enjoy myself and be in His presence, just me and Him, where I can actually talk about myself to Him and see if there's anything in me that He has for the new week personally, without having to be like girls, 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 girls. Like, like God, that's, I'm always praying for girls, girls, but I think on Sundays I just focus on like me and my daughter. Like, God, what do you have for us this week? Like, what are your plans for us? Um, and so I think that's just a way that I try to not burn out. And when I need an extra day, or even when I'm not doing good with my health, I just told, my co-leader, I just told Jazz, hey, I'm gonna need a day. I'm gonna need a day off. Like, I just, and she'll be like, yeah, that's good. And the same thing for her. Like, we always check in with each other every morning. And so, like, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Like, da da da. And so, if we need that extra day of like time out, of a break, we give it to each other, and we just support each other wherever one person can't give 100, the other person is willing to be there and give that, um, her part, um, that day. Another question: how do you honor God as a woman in today's world? Mm. Um, Honestly, as a single person, as a single woman, as a single mother, um, the way that I would say I honor God as a woman, um, I stay faithful to him. Like, that is my man. That is my my father, my husband, my boyfriend, my best friend. So like for me, I've learned, especially this year, is something that I've truly done is like every morning it's just like, hey, Papa, like, what's up? Like I wake up and I just spend time with him. Like I go on a date with him. That's why it's for me, Sabbath, it's like that. Like I'm on a date with the Lord all day long. Even on leadership days, every other Friday, I'm on a date with the Lord. Like I'm not taking care of nobody else. I'm on a date. Um, and so I honor him because he gives me everything. He gives me a lot. And so I love spending, the first 40 to an hour time every morning with him. And I say, God, I know that I have desires because we all do, but I know that I know that it's just me and you. And so I honor you. I want to respect you the same way that I would respect my husband once I do have one. Not praying for that one. Not praying for that one. No, we're not praying for a husband anytime yet. I always tell the girls right now, the only husband I want is him. And I just, I show that. I think that wherever I go, like, um, I just show how much I'm in love with God. And I always say, like, if you don't love God before me, then baby, you cannot love me. And so that's definitely something that I always tell, guys, if they always like, if I get hit on, on social media, I'm like, if you love God, because if you don't love God, baby, you don't love me. So you cannot love me. Um, and so it's really hard. It's really hard, but I always also think of my baby. My baby's a girl, and so I always want her to learn to know that there is no one in this world that would ever love her more than our Father in heaven. Not even her own mama. Like I am second. Like I am her second. I always say, like, your first true love is God. Um, and everyone else just comes second, third. And so, um, I just try to do that, like, and the way that I present myself, the way that I talk, the way that I do things, my actions, like, I always think, like, would my husband in heaven, like, would my father in heaven approve of this? And if I say, like, no, like if I feel like that's a big no, then I won't do it. I won't say it. I'm a joker. I love talking to people. I love hanging out with guys. That's just, I've always been like that forever, like all my life. Like I would rather have a guy friend than have girlfriends. Don't know why, uh, but I truly learned to like see of like their intentions within me, like my friends, even my guy friends, like even our conversations are different, the way we talk to each other. They know, like, I have my best guy friend, he's always like, hey, I don't like to bother you anymore because I know how we used to be as friends. And I know that sometimes I can say something really dumb. And I definitely don't want to offend, what you have going on with God. So I totally respect what you do. And you work with women. So I know that you're putting an example out there. And I definitely don't want to be that trembling stone. And so I honor that, because even though that friend does not follow God, um, the fact that I personally have put limits, and I personally value myself, and I have personally respected myself, and I've respected God, um, they see it. And so they also start respecting my relationship, our relationship, and my relationship with God. So that's the way you do it, girl. That's the way you do it. And it's really hard nowadays, uh, as a woman, as young adults, as single parents. It doesn't come easy. The world says, like, you can't be single. You gotta find somebody. You gotta be with somebody. It's not okay to be alone. If you're alone, like, you're weird, like you're not good enough, like something's wrong with you. If, like, nobody loves you, you don't have anyone. I can truly say that that's a lie. That's a lie. And just let him, like, get to know yourself and let him teach you who you are. Learn from him, be faithful to him, because when you learn to be faithful to him first, I could truly tell you, like, God's going to give you those faithful friends that are always going to be faithful to you. God's going to give you that faithful husband, because God knows that if I respect him and I honor him as my husband and my boyfriend and my friend, then he's going to make sure that the next man that comes into my life will respect me and will respect my relationship with God, because he would, it would show, like, the spirit within me will show that. um and so, yeah, not easy, definitely not easy, but honor him, and God will give you an honorable, faithful man in your life one day. And so I definitely wait for that, but I definitely don't want it anytime soon. And if it does come, I've declared it. It will be a pastor. Like, I'm saying it with power here. I know it. I don't know where it came from, but one day I just, like, started talking to God, and I was like, are you saying my husband's gonna be a pastor, a youth pastor, a pastor? It's just one of those. So I'm like, whoa, y'all, I'm excited. Okay. Um, but I think that's what I need, because that's the only way I'm gonna stay right. I'm gonna stay right. Um, he gotta come a little hood. I'm not even gonna lie. He gotta come a little hood. My husband gotta come a little hood, because I'm a little hood. I can be a little ghetto. Um, so Nikki asked, how do you deal with disappointment while serving in the leadership role? Ooh, that's a good one. How do you deal with disappointment? Hmm. You just, it's really hard. It's really hard, but I always say something, even like when we're fixing to start Zoom, or even like fellowship, on Saturdays. I always say, God, whoever needs to be there will be there. Whoever message this is for, whoever needs to meet you there, you are going to wake them up this morning. You're the one who's going to get them dressed. You're the one who's going to put them in that car. You're the one who's going to bring them there. And so there's disappointment. Yes, as a human, in my flesh, I get disappointed. Like, I'm just like, hello, like, get it together. Like, why? Like, why are you still 1 foot in, 1 foot out? But let me tell you, I have no filter. I just, like, if I see, like, you're slacking, I'm gonna be on you, and I will text you. And if I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't see it, like, you're slacking, you're not showing up, you're not coming to fellowship, you're not doing this, like, I don't see it. Girl, 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 I think I was meant to be a girl mom. And God knew that not only was I gonna get one, but I was gonna get many. Some young, some older than me, but they won't be my daughters. Cause I'll be on y'all. Like, if you know how I discipline my daughter, um, baby, that's the way you're gonna get it from me. Even in the spiritual. But um, disappointment, yes, all the time. But when I do, I always say, you know what, God, yes, I'm disappointed. You know, I was expecting more. But you know what, God, it's in your time. All I can do is show up to that coffee shop, show up on Zoom, um, and whoever needs to be there will be there. Whoever did not even try and didn't even allow you that morning or that afternoon, God will work on it tomorrow. And there's honestly, there's times that I just have to cut them loose, you know, just cut the umbilical cord and I just let them go and be like, hey, you know what? I just don't think, I get it. This is not your season. It's not your time. So, let me just let you be when you're ready. You're almost always welcome. I always say you're almost always, everybody's always welcome back. Um, but especially if I start seeing that it's like draining the other girls, I'm like, I am quick. I think I don't get too booty hurt that easily, but I'm quick to just catch. God is. Do I keep her? Do I keep working with her? Like, what do I do? Do we gotta cut her loose? Like, what is gonna wake her up? Like, how can I shake her up? And if I feel led to like say, you know what, just let her be. Just cut her off when she's ready, she's gonna come. Or God sometimes even tells me like, you know what, I'm just gonna take her somewhere else, and I'm okay with that. And I'm like, that's okay. Wherever you take her, God, I'm glad that this was a quick stop for them. And yeah. How do you deal with attacks from people you thought were assigned to help you? Ooh, girl. I've had many, 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 many who have signed up to help, to want to be leaders, and have quickly fall off, or like they don't like the responsibility. I think it's just the surrender. I think that um, sometimes we want to say yes because we do it because we want to be in the front line. We want to be seen, and it's truly not like from your heart. And so, um, now as a leader, and I'm also a director, um, at church with some classes that we offer. I've learned that, um, sometimes not everybody wants to lead or wants to serve from the heart. Sometimes they do it because they just want a title. They just want to be seen. They just want to be wanted. And so something that we definitely, as leaders, between me and Jazz, we have decided that, um, at first we were so, okay, I'll share. At first we were so desperate to just find, we had lost someone and we were so desperate to just find the replacement. And then like slowly I was just, Jess was like, like, what about this? What about that? What about her? And I would always say like, Jess, we got to pray about it because, um, when I trust you and I hand you, um, a job or an assignment, let's just say an assignment, I expect up and beyond. And maybe that's a little bit too much in me, but that's just how I am. So, something that I always say is like, you know, you might have it, But if you aren't doing it from your heart, then who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself because I'm selfish, or are you doing it because you want to serve the God and you want to give back with all the things that God given you? And I think that's really hard. And I think that nowadays we all want. We all want to receive, but we're selfish to give. And so I've learned that, mm, that, um, you just gotta pray. You just really like, and then like you let them go or they leave and they're disappointed. And I'm just like, God, like if they left on their own, that's on them. Like I'm praying for them. God, may you reveal to them, or you convict them, show them, reveal yourself to them. But if I know that I didn't do anything, I try not to, like I take care of my leaders. I would say maybe we need to ask Jazz for herself, but I would say like I take care of them. Like I make sure that they're good, that they're fed, that they got their little bottle warmed up, that they rest, and that they feel like they're being heard, their ideas. Um, as the head leader, it's really hard because a lot of them, they want to come with all these ideas, but they don't know how to take a no, or like maybe not now, like maybe we could do this, but maybe not that. And I think that when you say yes to something, you you have to, especially if you're wanting to be under someone, I would I have to say that you just have to humble yourself. Learn to humble yourself. And I see that a lot of people, like they have so much potential, but they don't know how to humble themselves. They don't know how to put their needs to the side to serve and give to others. And so honestly now, I could tell you that a lot of those people that have tried to serve here with us in Girls aren't even a part of Girls anymore, uh, or just they just stopped showing up, and with no real like goodbye or anything. And sometimes I've even heard of rumors and gossip, and I'm just like, you know what, God, that's on you, baby. I'm gonna let you handle that one. Uh, but I could truly tell you, being a leader in women, especially women, baby, it is not easy. Um, and so, uh, now I always tell Jazz, like, right now we're good. I think that we have so much stuff going on, but honestly, right now I've prayed so much for one person, and I think God was like, this is all you need. So right now I have Jazz. She's amazing. She definitely helps me like crazy a lot. Um, and we're slowly, trying, we slowly ask for help, and like, with other girls, um and we're seeing a little bit of potential, and we're trying to, but we're definitely not like in need of adding anyone else right now. The help, yes. I think that I'm just waiting for God to tell me her. And I want her to say, hey, Kat, like, I want to serve, like, I want to help, like, I can bring this to the table. I want God to be the one who leads them here, who brings them here, that pushes them here. I want God to be the one that says, hey, Kat, like, this girl surrender. Like, she said yes, baby. So she gonna come asking you if she could, be a leader, or how to get into the leadership. um but it's not easy. It's not. That's why, it's really hard to say, like, I have really close friends. As a leader, it's really really hard because um everybody's always looking at where you're gonna mess up, where you're gonna fail. People are always like trying to, just kind of steal from your spotlight. When I say my spotlight, like, baby, you might see me on social media and stuff, and hear me, and I do this and I do that, and I do lessons on Zoom, but I can truly tell you that that's not me. That's just God. Like, that's all God. Like, I say, like, who got me here, who keeps me here, it's all God. Like, glory to Him, because I am just a tool, and I just allow Him to use me as a tool. Like, I just want to be His servant. Like, I just want to serve Him. And so that's definitely something that I'm always praying. Like, God, use me in whatever way you want me to. Like, my tongue be your tongue. My words that come out of my mouth be your words, but not my own. It cannot be Cat who talks. Um, and so, yeah, kind of hard to deal with attacks from people. Uh, but I just thank Him, because for the season that they were here, they helped. And I thank them for wherever they go, wherever you take them. And if they're meant to be here, they're gonna come back. But the next time, they're gonna come with a full surrender, a full heart, of an open heart, a humble heart, a soft heart, to truly serve. And just Sania, um, she's actually someone who's going to start helping out a little bit in our group. She asked almost the same question as Mercedes. When did you surrender all to Christ? This was back in December 1st of 2023. And then it says, what is the hardest thing about being a leader, and how do you overcome it? Being a leader, girl. Just being a leader itself is crazy. Like, that's the hardest thing. Like, waking up and remembering, like, that I'm not just Cat anymore. Like, I am a leader. I am someone that, like, the girls are looking up to. They're expecting to show up. And I think that for me, it's like I try to show the girls that, like, yeah, I'm your leader, I'm your friends, um, but I'm human. I think being real as a leader, I think I've hoped, and I think that I've shown that to the girls, as being real. Um, being myself. Like, whoever I am here at home alone is who you get to see on social media, you get to see on Zoom, you get to see in person. Um Obviously there's different ways that, here at home, like, I talk differently because I have a toddler, and um but my character, my personality, who I am from the inside, is the same person that I am everywhere. And I think that uh, being uniquely, authentically yourself wherever you go, where even if you're at home, if you're still shining your light, that's being real. I think that um, as a leader, I think that sometimes we make it so hard to be real, to, like, be able to show, like, I have weaknesses, to be able to, like, overcome those weaknesses. Because at first, like when I first started, like, I was, like, so afraid to, like, tell the girls half of my testimony, like, half of the things that I've been through, like, the dark places of my life, and even show emotion. Like, I would always, like, allow them to, like, cry and be angry, and you know but I slowly remember, like, 3 months in last year, when I was ready to give up, God was just like, you you want more, you want to see, then you got to be yourself, and this is yourself, and just show up, and just say you're struggling, just say, like, today is not the day. um I think that's the hardest thing as a leader. And I think that that's something that I definitely have tried to show up and show the girls like, hey, you know what? I'm really struggling today. Like, y'all pray for me. Like, I'm really having a bad day. Y'all pray for me. Pray for your leaders. Um, so I think that's for me. Um, that's the way I overcome it. I allow my girls to pray over me. I allow my girls to show up for me. I allow my co-leader to show up where I slack. Like, I don't expect myself to do it all now. Especially having, a good relationship with my co-leader, building that friendship. I can be like, man, I'm just not, I'm having a really bad day, like this and this and that. Like, I can be really open. And I know that she's like, do you need a day off? Like, do you need some time off? And I'm like, yes, yes. Even in my personal life, like, just, I think that's something that I've learned to overcome, is like putting those walls that guard, like, I'm a leader, so I gotta be big and strong all the time. Like, no, 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 no. I think that when you're a leader, your relationship with, even with the women that you work with, or the people that you work with in the ministry, you have to be open to like allowing others to really see your true life, so they could also open you, because then you start relating and they're just like, oh, she goes through that. She goes through hard times, dark times. She also struggles in sometimes in her own faith and her own belief. So I think that's something that I've truly learned to overcome in this season.